Hey everybody, and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. Alright, now, as you can see, I have a lot going on here. So, I've been playing this game like an addict, uh, ever since you saw the first video. And I've made a lot of headway. The furthest I've ever made it was dungeon level number 4, and I only failed that level because I wasn't using the right gun to kill the boss of that level because I got up to the wall. Uh, and the wall is fairly simple. I just should have been using the right gun. I had the little demon head that spouts the laser beam. I should have been using that until it got used up, then use my other guns, and I would have been fine. But out of all the Gungeoners, I like the shoot. What is this guy's name? Yes, change characters. I like the Marine the best because the Marine has a gun that I really like to use. His sidearm, and he has defense. Oh my God, he's here. Okay, so a lot's going on. Every time you go down into the Gungeon, you get a little bit more in this area. I think this is the most that they can accumulate in this small area. This guy, like, oh my goodness. Okay, so this guy is a merchant NPC that you can get after you go down. So when you play in the Gungeon, once you reach level 2, that's when you're going to start getting like golden or bronze keys. And golden or bronze keys unlock a special lock that keeps people captive in dungeon level 2 onwards. This guy is the troll. He was one of the people that you can actually set free with the bronze key. Let me show you the others. It's this lady and her hunting partner, and what they do is they provide you with quests to go on. So they provide bounties. So let's say you're fighting the basic bullets in the Gungeon. They'll be like, okay, well, your task is to kill 50 bullets. And then once you kill 50 bullets, you come back and they go, okay, you killed 50 bullets, here's your reward. Your next hunting task is to kill 50 blobs. And then once you kill 50 blobs, so on and so forth. So I'm on the Gungeoner, which is the third one. So I think I've killed enough right now. So looks like you finished. All hail, the Master Hunter returns. But the hunt goes on. Turn your eyes upon the Beholster. Slay the terrible beast 3 times in return for a great reward. And they give you those. I forgot, it's like hex credits or something like that. This guy, he's kind of like a carny dude where you get this game where you get, it's like a Winchester rifle, and you have to hit 4 of his targets, and the bullets can bounce off the walls, and they can also crash through destructible walls. But you only get 4 shots to hit all 4 targets, so you gotta place your shots perfectly. I've beaten his game once. Probably best just to let it go. But what do I know anyway? And I'll be seeing you. He tends to tell you things like, I don't have time for you, get away from me, I don't want to be associated with you before you beat his game. Afterwards, his tone changes slightly, has a little more respect for you. This door opened up, and this guy is the Gungeon mechanic. And what he does is, if you go down to a level, once the bullet comes down, you have to jump back into the hole where the bullet was. When you see an orange and yellow triangular sign, and hopefully I can get to level 3 so I can show you what it looks like, because I didn't know for a while, and I really had to like scrape through the internet to find out what sign it was and how you get back into it. But once you do that, oh yeah, while I was working, gun boots. While I was working on the elevator, I found something you might find useful. Gave me another item. It fell down the shaft though, so who knows where it might turn up. Maybe you'll find it. I wonder what else is hidden in these shafts. So I guess every time you help him, he finds another item and it falls down. And every item that you get / unlock is an item that you can find in the Gungeon. You can't, buy it and take it with you immediately. So when you go to your menu, which is the PlayStation Pad, because I'm playing on PlayStation 4, when you click it, it displays what what new items have joined the shootout, what new items you can find. So bundle of wands and gun boots. Cool. So now I will show you the fruits of my conquest. So I've beaten the first 3 bosses on level 1. The Blob Lord is only a boss that you're going to find when you go to any of the levels. I think the fireplace can appear on any of the levels, and what you have to do is you have to have a gun that can douse the flames. So you need either the water gun or you need the snowballer, or I think maybe the freeze ray will do it. And then you run into the fireplace and you press the action button, which is usually X on your controller unless you've changed it. And that'll, you'll hear a clicking noise and the screen will rumble. That means a secret room has popped up. To get to that secret room, you just have to look on your map to see where a blank room popped up. And you'll need 2 keys to unlock the trap door that'll lead you down to the obulette. And that'll lead you to the Blob Lord. And you'll find all kind of crazy looking enemies down there. But he was fairly easy. I've beaten the Beholster. I have to kill the Beholster 3 more times in order to get whatever their reward is. So that's the next bounty that I have. I've killed the Gorgon and I've killed the Amoconda. Now I think there's a 4th one that I can get before you get down to level 3. In level 3, I've only killed the Treadnought. I think there's the Gun Bowler and... Is the Gun Bowler and something else, excuse me. Had to burp. Gun Bowler and something else that you can get for level 3. I think it's like Door Lord or something like that. But that's as far as I've gotten there. Let me show you. I have gotten all of these guns. All of these fantastic and fabulous guns. And I want to show you. This is my favorite gun. Fight Saber. Reload to reflect nearby bullets. An ancient weapon compressed entirely of hardened light. That's my favorite gun. That's the gun that allowed me to get past a lot of bosses in order to get to level 4. No. With that gun, I think I only got up to level 3. I got up to level 4 by a fluke last time. But that's my favorite gun. Not the Laser Lotus, but there's a level 5 gun that's down here that is freaking awesome. I think, where is it? Because I just want to show you a level 5 gun. No. And a lot of these guns you have to learn how to use. Ooh, yeah. I had the Trident and the Fight Saber. Those 2 were unbelievably good. That's good. I like the Skull Splitter. I like the Eye of the Beholster. The Eye of the Beholster, when you shoot it and you get down to its last bullet, it'll spit out one of the little helpers that the Beholster has, and they'll fire guns in the room with you. But there's a level 5 gun that's down here. Oh, yeah, this is the gun, Demon Head. Wanged Beam. That's the gun that I can use to easily kill the Wallmaster. He's not that difficult. But yeah, those are pretty good guns. Got a lot of the items. These 2, these master rounds, indicate that I killed the level 1 boss and level 2 boss without taking any damage. Proud of that. I unlocked a lot of these. I bought a lot of these. As you can see, these are some of my favorite. The lunchbox, the heart items, because they give you extra hearts. But I'm finding out slowly but surely that health items don't really make a difference as long as your hegemony credit. Yeah. As long as you get good. And Super Space Turtle. I love the Super Space Turtle. What happens is, it's a passive item, and you have the shell that follows you around the stage. When you're in a room with enemies, it'll pop up, and the turtle will have a gun, and it'll just fire. So that's like a little companion to take with you. Oh, it's so fun. And these are all the bullets that I have seen thus far. All the enemies, anyway. Not that many enemies, really, but haven't seen all of them. So, that is the mechanic or the tinkerer. Ah, this person. I didn't know what to make of this. Well, actually, let me show you this first. I'm okay. But this is a goblin. And you can talk to the goblin. Oh, well, here we are again. And what happens is, for the goblin, you got to come over and you talk to him, and you can kick his helmet off, or her helmet off. I don't know if this is a man or a woman. But the first time I did it, I kicked it off by accident. Then I looked it up. You have to kick the helmet off like 3 or 4 times and go down and rescue this person. Like I told you earlier, with the brass key, you got to find either the brass key or their cell first, and then you can find and unlock them. And you'll speak to them a couple of times. I just exhaust their dialogue just because, you know, I like seeing what they have to say. And then you'll find them back up here in the breach. So now I boop. Yep, there it is. Did you see the slow turn? That was awesome. You are the worst. It isn't even a surprise anymore. I was scouting and I flew too close. So, another time. So now this person, they'll go back down to the dungeon to retrieve their helmet, and I gotta save them again. This spot is a spot reserved for multiplayer, but unless I guess you have another controller, because then you'll get the magician or the hexist or something like that. I don't know how to get that character. I haven't played with anyone else. Now, about this guy, which is Professor Gungeon, and the troll down here. You save them from the prison cells, right? You can go over, you can buy things for hegemony credits. I have a lot, I have 30 right now, which is wonderful. In order to get them to appear here, because when you first unlock them, you first save them, they only appear down in the dungeon at random. You have to buy something from their shop. I don't know if it's any amount of credits that you have to spend on their stuff, or if you only have to buy something one time. I know from my experience, I only bought something one time from the troll and one time from Professor Gungeon. Once you do that, you can, Monster Blood, you can come up here and, similar to the item shop, which I'm about to take you to, which is right here, you can buy these items from them that will appear later in the Gungeon and aid you. This guy is a gunslinger king, and he has his manservant. What he does is he challenges you for 18 bullet casings to play his game, where he'll be like, oh, I bet you can't get through the room without taking damage. And then you go, okay, I'll take that bet. And then you run in the room, you defeat all the enemies without taking damage, or whatever stipulation, like, don't dodge roll, or I bet you can't clear the room out using only the pea shooter. Something like that. Once you do that, he'll give you your money back in addition to more money, hegemony credits, or a new gun. I usually, when I run into him, I get really happy because there's a chance that he'll give me a really good gun. I like that. Alright, so this is the store. You'll find this guy and this lady. They'll be locked in a cage as well. You gotta rescue all these people before they'll appear here. And if you want to buy something, talk to Ox. I don't deal with customers. She has a sister that's down in the Gungeon. I've never seen them. One day I will find my control rod and escape. And he is in angst because he has to serve her constantly. You have the chance to buy things that are really cool, and they pop up at random here. And I save my hegemony credits so I could buy stuff and I can show you what's going on. So I guess these refresh at random. I've bought out the store one time before, and everything refreshed. I bought out maybe a majority of the store like this, and the other items around whatever else I could buy refreshed. So I don't know how long it takes to refresh these items, but I'm just gonna go ahead and sunglasses and spice. I could buy these really quick. Yep, and he says, thank you for your patronage. And she doesn't say anything. He has lost his arm, and you can find his arm in the Gungeon below. I have not found it yet, but when I do, I'll be sure to take it back to him and free him. So yep, that's everything. He doesn't really say anything else. These guys are just 2 guardians, and I don't know who goes here. I've unlocked several other people. Plague Pistol, Monster Blood, Buck Boots. I want the Plague Pistol and Monster Blood. Yeah. And that'll be good. And the Troll, I guess the Troll has some stuff. He sells you quote-unquote realistic items. But that's fine. It's ration, which is okay, M16, and cluster mine. I'm not really into what he has to sell. Since our little business arrangement has turned a profit, I thought I might expand my inventory a bit. Let me know what you need, and I'll get it added to my stock. Of course, which pretty much means you just buy whatever he has and he'll restock. So that's pretty much everyone here. These guys, I didn't talk to him last time. I'll talk to him now. Get in there. You're now ready to enter the Gungeon. Will you do it? Yep. And they move to the side. But in order to play the Gungeon, you actually have to. Well, you don't have to do the tutorial. You can just tell them, F the tutorial, I'm just ready to jump in. And then they'll move aside. So, I think, like, my first time around playing this, I beat the Gatling Raven and got the Master Chamber just by a fluke. Like, whoa, I just did it. And then I got my butt handed to me. As I was on the second level. So there's a difference in chests here. And what I mean by that, once you get into the Gungeon proper, there are certain chests that you absolutely have to look out for. And that's the black and white devilish looking chest. I'm not going to pick that up because I'd have to spend my key to unlock it. In the red and yellow or red and gold chest, I suggest holding out and clearing most of the map just to see where all the chests lie, because that chest will stay there. Seeing where all the chests lie, just so that you can invest your keys wisely, because this game is really sparse when it comes to like giving you stuff that you maybe could use and or need, like keys. Or if they do give you a bunch of keys, they take something else away, like chests, like good chests, decent chests. There we go. Yep, and that is the Gungeoner. Okay, I don't like those. Like those and the purple looking ones that actually are like the homing guns as well. Oh, the worst ones. Give me that one. The worst ones to run into. I actually. What are you? Only those protections offering. The rest is blank. I don't have a gun. Some of the time, those altars require a gun for you to sacrifice, or to sacrifice your health. Most of the time, I don't do it. Simply, oh god, back on it. See, that's why I hate those. There we go. It's not terrible, but I usually like to make it through the first level without getting hit, because it just makes navigating the second level easier. Or at the very least, like going into the first boss fight, with my shield position. Because, man, that's part of the reason why he's my favorite character, is because he has that shield provision that really gives him a leg up on his health. Whoa. And a diver. There we go. Now I just need to find a room that'll give me a help. There are different chests. There were the two special ones that I was telling you about. There are brown chests, there are blue chests, and there are green chests. From what I've noticed, with the brown chest, you're more likely just to get a regular weapon or a regular item. Like they might give you a stat boosting item like boots or something like that, and a key, or they might give you a gun, or they might give you a decent gun. You know, the brown box was never really, to me, worth a gamble if you can try and find the other treasure chest. Alright, so there's that room. So now I need to go down. So I have a blue and I have a green one right now. On most levels, you're going to have two areas where they will have one single chest. Like what happened to me in that initial room, it's not often that you'll run into a situation where they're just you'll clear a room and they're just spawn a chest for you like that. But here's another place that I wanted to find. I love finding shops, because shops give you a chance to find a lot of good stuff. Like, oh, this Starman allows me to be invincible for a certain amount of time. Is that the gun boots? Yep. I don't know what the gun boots do. I know what the Starman does. I don't know what the gun boots do. And I don't know if getting the gun boots is worth wasting all that money. Because it's, I won't say it's rare. Like, see, I don't want that chest. I don't want that chest. I only got one key for running around. So, here we go. I only got one key for running around, so I just want to, yeah. And I got my health back. Awesome. This is the fireplace I was telling you about. You need the super soaker looking weapon or the snowballer or something that can douse flames in order to put that out in the screen. The fire will go out, the screen will drop, and then you can just walk in and press the button and find something. I don't have any of those this level. What is this? Is that the SAA? SA? Magnum. I'll take it. I'll take it. Magnum will really help out in the boss fight. And, okay. I don't have the shop creep. I don't know what this does. They go down well. Alright. Take a look. Yeah. Plague Pistol, Monster Blood. Okay, good. Thank you. Improves dodge roll by adding bullets. A hero from a distant past used these gun boots to descend the mysterious abyss. After many years, like all gun artifacts, they made their way to the Gungeon. They go down well. A hero from a distant past used these gun boots to descend the mysterious abyss. I don't know what that means. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to sneeze in your ear if you have on headphones. But that's dope. Oh, I'm so happy. I am so happy I bought the gun boots. That's very cool. Okay. And these are the two regular chests. Now, after you fight the boss, there's a strong chance that the boss will give you a key. If not, you'll get some money and then I'll run back, and if I have enough, which is like $25, I can buy the, here. I now figured out why. Daggone it. Daggone it. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Whoa. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me get to the side. Okay. Yeah. I like this arena to fight this boss because he can only come over so far. Are you gonna? Alright, I'll take that. You didn't give me everyone that I wanted, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, right? Ah, that's it. That is it, baby. I only got 14, so yeah, there's no point in really going back. I mean, I can, and I'll show you why. There was usually a really good reason for coming back. Because if you shoot these chests enough, they'll break, right? And sometimes you'll get stuff like this, which is junk. Before the game was patched, when the game was initially released, you could shoot the chest and get the junk, and then take it into the shop creep and throw it through the grate. And if I run into the shop creep, I'll show you what I mean. And once you threw it through the crate or the grate, the shop creep would normally throw you back like 54 casings. Not 54 casings. He'll throw you a regular golden casing and two normal casings. And then you could go and purchase whatever you want. After the patch, for junk, he only gives you 3. And I'm like, oh, that's such crap. You know, that, if you were having a really good run, that allowed you to purchase all of the components to form the perfect bullet, which is the primer and all this other kind of stuff. I don't know if I showed you the primer yet. I don't think I have. Oh, jeez. Yeah, things get slightly more hectic on level 2, but it's really not that bad if you know how to handle things. Like this guy. I don't mind this guy. It's those blobs I get annoyed with. Yeah, see? He's not that bad. Okay, there we go. I like the grenades in crowded rooms, because the grenades take out a lot of enemies. Or the grenades at least do heavy damage. Alright. Whew, cleared the first room. Normally, and I also, well, yeah, this is the one I don't like. Yep. Yep, because they shoot where they think you're going to be. And as you can imagine, well, that gets awfully tedious in later levels where you have a room full of darn near every type of enemy you can imagine. And yep, there we go. Killing birds with stones, baby. Okay. And I know I'm talking a lot on this episode, but oh my gosh, I hate them. I hate those blue bullets. I really do. Blue bullets suck. Mainly they suck because they can fly and they do a ton of damage. Like, dealing with those blue bullets is not pleasant. These I don't mind, as long as you can corral them towards the pit like that. You can manage whatever damage they may do. Okay, up, there we go. Ah, you didn't die. I think I got him. Nope, didn't. All right. Okay. And I always try and clear out every room on the map, because you never know what you'll find, you know. There have been plenty of times where, oh my god, click through the board. Oh well, actually this is kind of better. Whoa. I thought I was doing better. Thought I had actually gotten through the hole. There we go. Now see, this I don't mind. I'm in an open space. I have the ability to move around like I need to. I can still target the enemies pretty well. Still have my fair share of cover. There we go. Yep, need to take him out first. He's not a dangerous enemy. He just makes things more inconvenient because he buffs all of the, whoa. There we go. Because he buffs all the other enemies. Well, not all the other enemies, but he buffs the enemies on screen, so it takes so many more shots to kill him. Alright, there we go. There we go. Oh, jeez, man. Oh, these suck. Those and the little sun ones. Oh, I hate them both. Okay, where is he at? I love the fact that, yep, and they spawn them both together. I can deal with the sun one a little bit better than that one. The sun one, it's attack. Okay. Thank goodness. And thank goodness I'm right next to the store. What else can I buy? Is he here? Okay, so this is the primer. This is what you need to purchase in order to start building Plague Pistol. I don't know. Even though the Plague Pistol intrigues me and I'd love to get it, I'm trying to say, oh god, I should have rolled. See how hectic it can get? Because the game will just throw you into a tiny room. These aren't that bad, you know. I can deal with those. Those I don't mind. But I might actually just go back and get the Plague Pistol, just so. Oh, I hate these. Nope. Nope, not even gonna play with it. Daggone it. Daggone it. Okay. Oh, there we go. I hate those Iron Maidens because they suck. Oh God. Getting trapped is the worst here. And they may do something like, yeah, I'll spawn you right there, and there are 1,000,001 enemies outside. Yep, rooms like this suck. Enough of these basic enemies, and you'll be in a world of trouble. Oh boy, okay. Alright, what else you got? Alright, so there's a red one up there. Okay, yep, lastly, I know that pattern. Use one, okay. That's not bad unless you lose sight of those things. Here we go. Whoa. What happened? What happened? Okay, I think there was a grenade one over there. Here we go. Here's the boss room. Okay, have I cleared out everything? No. See, and that's why I said I didn't want to gamble with the money just yet. Because I don't know if I want to buy a key or if I want to buy health going into this boss battle. God. It frightens me so much playing this game because the controller... Whoa. Okay. That's not good. Okay. Here we go. Now, we'll make this more of a fair fight. Alright. I've got no choice right now. I need at least one of these armors. I need one more to buy that plague pistol. Just so I can have something. Oh God. Just so I can have something new. I know I'm probably going to lose to the boss. I mean, it's kind of a foregone conclusion for me. At least, you know, this time I can have the benefit. Whoa. There we go. Oh, back on it. Okay. Okay. Oh, jeez, man. Yeah, it's a room with a chest. Alright. I'm actually just going to go ahead and purchase the plague pistol. And I'm going to run around with it because I think it's absolutely cool. And hopefully, if I blow this chest up, heck on it. Oh, the junk. The thing about the junk is there another chest here somewhere? There is. All right. The thing about the junk is if you have the trash gun, which I don't know if I showed you the trash gun, but you saw it fly by as I was scrolling past the guns I already have. The more junk you have, the more damage the trash gun does. I kind of want to show you one more boss since I got all the chests. Let me fire the plague gun a couple of times. Wonderful. And that leaves plague on the ground, and that poisons the boss. This is a great weapon, and I'll show you why. Ammo Conda 2, I'm going to die. Yep, because I burned it so early, but... Okay. I trapped myself. Yep, I knew it. I didn't have enough health to survive, but... I beat the first boss. I showed you Ammo Conda. Wasn't necessarily playing the best. I'll return to the breach. I wasn't necessarily playing the best I've ever played. Usually this game requires a lot, and I mean a lot of focus. I wish I had the fight saber. The fight saber is wonderful because it takes, like, you have a gun. Let me show you as I explain it. It'll be easier to understand that way. There are certain guns that you really want to look out for, as you traverse the Gungeon. The problem is they're going to curse you. And what curse means is that there's a chance for black and red enemies to spawn when you go back through the game. So let me see if I can find those weapons. I don't know if they have them all. Here's one. Axes of Evil. Reload for momentary safety. So it gives you one swipe. He'll reload the gun, which is shotgun, and swipe down, and then it'll reflect all the bullets that you run into in that moment, or in that time, right back to the boss to do additional damage. That is a okay one. I won't even say it's decent. It's kind of poor, but if that's the only one you have, then that's the only one you have. This is the one that you really want because it swipes 3 times. So it gives you, not 3 frames, but 3 actions in order to run through as many bullets as you can to reflect it back at the boss, and it's strong. Problem is, these things will curse you, and it'll make the Gungeon that much harder. But, that is another run of the Gungeon. Next episode, I won't be as talkative. I didn't even fight the Beholster. I just wanted to get you guys up to speed on everything that was going on, because the first time I played this, I only beat the tutorial, and then that was it. And there's something else that has to do with the tutorial, and it's on level 3, but I will leave that for the next video. I didn't get a chance to show you the elevator shaft, but I will. As a matter of fact, I'll show it to you. Nah, I can't show it to you right now. That's right, because you don't get taken here from a bullet. You just walk down these steps and you fall into the Gungeon, and there you are. You know, there you have it. That's about it. Shoot, I should have shown it to you on level 2, but I didn't see it. I'm sorry. So, I will leave that for next time. So, thank you so much for joining me. It's the weekend. You know what that means. Eat good food, drink good drink, be in good company. If you are watching this while you are at work, then I hope I have brought some joy to your day. Thank you so much for coming and deciding to spend time with me and hang out with me. And I am The Outlier, and I will see you all in the next video.